What is happening, everyone, and welcome to today's video. We are out here. It is freezing today. It is 0 degrees here in Marquette. Honestly, it feels like it's like -11. Hopefully you all are having a great week and a great start to 2025, getting at it with some of the goals, whether it's fitness related, whether it's personally related or professionally related. Hopefully you guys are starting strong. In today's video, guys, I'm super excited. Right when we get done with this walk here, we're gonna go back and we're gonna dive into a couple of my favorite meals that I've been having frequently that are helping me hit my fat loss goals. So right now I'm towards the end of my fat loss phase. And so with that being said, my calories, they are also getting quite low. We're gonna go through a full day of eating. I'm gonna take you through my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner / night snack. And then we're gonna go hit up a upper body workout. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. All right, guys, so calories and macros for today, we got 1525 calories. And like I said, those calories, they're getting quite a bit lower because I am at the very end of my cut. I have just a few more percentages of body fat that I need to lose. I'm thinking about 1 to 3% body fat, which is still a little bit, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And we have 172 grams of protein, we have 133 grams of carbs only, and then 34 grams of fat. So I need to be very cautious with my meal selection in today's video and through the rest of this cut so that I'm keeping my protein high, which is the main goal, and then also keeping my carbs a bit lower as well as my fat a bit lower. And right now, I don't want to sacrifice my performance in the gym with these macronutrients too. So like I covered in the last video talking about nutrient timing or nutrition timing for me right now, especially as my calories get quite a bit lower, it's so important. I'm really trying to optimize having a good majority of my carbs before my workout so that those workouts are fire. Guys, let's dive into it. We got meal number 1. We are gonna have some eggs. We're gonna have some ham. Crap, I forgot to put ham in there. All right, guys, and just like that, we have 300 grams of liquid egg whites. We have 60 grams of ham going in the flame here. It is officially time to dive on in. So on this plate, what we got a bagel. We got avocado on that bagel, and then we have 300 grams of liquid egg whites. In with that, we have ham, we got some spinach, and then we got some sriracha to top it off, as you can see. I absolutely love this breakfast. It's been a huge go-to for me. And a lot of times too, I'll alternate between the avocado or some Philadelphia chive and onion or chive and garlic, something like that, cream cheese, and it tastes so good. Calories and macros for this meal are gonna be displayed right up here. This plate is super adaptable too. So whether your goal is being in a fat loss phase like me, this is a great option for you. However, if you're more at maintenance or if you're more in a caloric surplus trying to build muscle, that's when I would start to say, okay, let's start putting maybe a little bit more whole eggs in with these egg whites also, because that's gonna give you a little bit more fat from the yolk of the eggs. And then also with that, you can switch up the toppings on the bagel, or you can even get a bagel that has maybe a little bit more carbs than what's in this one. So again, options are very variable depending on what your goal is. But for right now, let's give this guy a taste test because I'm starving and we got to fuel this body before we go smash our upper body workout. All right, so we got a little bit of egg, some sriracha, some ham, we got bagel, avocado, and unfortunately you could probably see this avocado. I got like a really chunky one. I hate when that happens. Let's try this. This meal never disappoints, guys.
Put my problems, paper dial up the deputy mad at my brown problems in the paper. Put my problems, paper dial up the deputy mad at my brown problems in the paper. Put my problems, paper dial up the deputy mad at my brown problems in the paper. Put my problems, paper dial up the deputy mad at my brown problems in the paper. Put my problems, paper dial up the deputy mad at my brown problems in the paper. Put my problems, paper dial up.
2 more sets. You know we always have to hit a little bit of abs. Just 2 sets, pretty intense though. We got AMRAP, hanging leg raises. You gotta work your way up with this. My goal right now is to get around 15 reps. That's what I have tracked from last time. However, again, with the holiday season, I've been off from the gym a little bit. So if I don't hit 15 reps right now, I won't be mad, but we're still gonna fight for it. Let's get it. 1. I'll take it. Upper body is complete. So guys, I just wanted to come here and chat with you guys just a little bit and just talk about 2025 and the New Year's and whatever goals it has for you going into the gym. So whether you are a seasoned gym goer or if you're someone that's just getting into the gym or just getting back to it at the gym, I just want to let you guys know that when you first start off the year, give yourself some grace. A lot of times you're going to hear a lot of people talk about focusing on progressive overload and all of this kind of stuff, when in reality, if you're just starting, like, yeah, obviously we want to be mindful of progressive overload and try to move heavier weights and get 1 extra rep and all of that. But more so when you're just getting back into the gym, we got to build the lifestyle component around it, okay? We need to build structured momentum. And what I mean by structured momentum is you really have to take a deep dive look as to your daily clock and your daily schedule, okay? When do you work and when do you want to have date night with your significant other, or when do you want to have time for yourself, or when do you go snowboarding on the weekends, okay? First, when you set those parameters, you know when you do have time to make it to the gym, and you also know what duration you have to go to the gym. And so from there, you can take that approach to then work in the perfect ideal weightlifting schedule that fits best for you. And then from there, you can really have that structured discipline to know, okay, this is when I need to make it to the gym, and that's also when it works best for me. So keep that in mind as you dial in your goals for this New Year's. And when you have that structured momentum, you're gonna be able to build the overall habit of getting to the gym in the first place. And that is something that a lot of people just don't talk about, is when you are just out of the habit of going to the gym in general, you know, you don't wanna go in and focus on hitting a new bench PR. Right now, the focus is you wanna get back into the habit of going and showing up for yourself at the gym, okay? So with that being said, guys, if you are looking for that extra accountability and someone to just help you work in an ideal weightlifting schedule that fits your needs, and whether that's with resistance training, whether that's with cardio or anything else, you guys can always reach out to me. Down in the description, the very first link, you can link up and schedule a strategy session with me, and I would be more than happy to just hop on that call with you and just hear what your goal is, and we can come up with a game plan from there. And of course, I will show you exactly what it looks like to work directly with me. I got a lot of different pricing options too that are starting at a bit lower, a lot more affordable than what most people do start at. And then of course, I do have higher level accountability from there too. But I really want to make 2025 accessible for one-on-one coaching with me in this new year. And there's gonna be really big news to come when it comes to a new program that I'm not creating, and it's not taking over what I'm already doing, but it's going to be another addition. And whatever tier you come in with me on, whether it's the lowest or all the way to the highest, you're gonna be able to access this. And guys, it's going to be big. It's gonna help you hit your goals. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. You can always do that. My link to my Instagram page is also down in the description, or it's at Alan Wondrick, just like my YouTube title. And yeah, guys, I'm just looking forward to connect again. YouTube, I love YouTube, but the only thing is it makes it a little bit harder for me to be able to just talk with you guys on a one-on-one level. So if you want to do that, and if you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram, or if you want to get in contact right away and just start tackling your goal for this year, then hit that first link down in the description, schedule that strategy session, and you will not regret it. Just got done smashing an awesome upper body workout. Now we're here getting a little post-workout meal. And typically I do like to have a little bit of carbs after my workout just to help with the recovery process. But today I want to save a little bit more of my carbs for later on in the day, because I honestly want to do a little bit of Netflix and chill on my Saturday night and have some popcorn this evening. So with that being said, we're gonna try something new here actually right now. And I wanna whip up a high protein nacho plate. Although it's not gonna be like full nacho, I'm not gonna throw meat and all that good jazz on there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a plate right here, and we have this bag of Quest protein chips. If you guys have never had these before, definitely give these a go. They are so good. This is the loaded taco flavor, and these chips have 19 grams of protein in them. 19 grams of protein in them for these chips, and only 5 grams of fat and only 5 grams of carbs. So if you compare that to your normal Dorito or your normal bag of chips that also have no protein, these guys are honestly a huge game changer. And yes, they do cost a little bit more, but if you're weighing out the benefits compared to a normal bag of chips, honestly, for me, it's worth the cost. So what we're gonna simply do is we're going to put these chips on the plate. I'm not gonna lie, there's a couple crumpled ones on here, so I was hoping they'd be nice and big so that we can make like a plate of voluminous nachos. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spread these chips all around. We're gonna take some shredded lettuce that I basically have prepped up or bulk prepped. And this, having shredded lettuce or iceberg lettuce, just kind of like ready to go for whenever you need it, is such a hack because it just allows you to add more volume to really a lot of meals. Sometimes I'll add this in with my rice. Sometimes I'll add a ton on my sandwich. Again, volume is the name of the game when it comes to being in a caloric deficit. All right, so we got the shredded lettuce on top of the Quest chips. Next up, what we're gonna do, I have this on top of my scale, and we're gonna get some plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and we're gonna spoon this around on the nachos here until we get 100 grams. Oh, look at this guy. He thinks he's getting some nachos. Oh my gosh, this is looking so good. All right, just like that, we got the plain non-fat Greek yogurt added to the mix. And now last up, we are going to add some Chi-Chi's salsa verde on top of those nachos. And also, salsa verde, you know, it's the best salsa out there. Okay, so we're gonna add 1 serving of salsa verde on the top. Oh my gosh. Honestly, when you look at this meal, you would think it's a straight up cheat meal. You guys, check this out. Whew, I almost lost them all. Look at these nachos. It looks so good. Honestly, this could even be jived up to be even more. Like you could put lean ground beef on top of that, and you could put ground turkey, whatever you choose. You could shred up some chicken on top of this. You could add some low fat cheese or some fat-free cheese or even regular cheese, whatever best suits your goal, of course. This one I'm super excited about because this is extremely low in calories. So guys, check out these macros and calories up here. Pretty crazy if you ask me. We have 200 calories only for this entire plate. We have 29 grams of protein. We have 10 carbs only, and we only have 5 grams of fat. Not too often do you get to say I have a plate of nachos for only 5 grams of fat. So that right there is a big win. But of course, the biggest win is also making sure that it tastes good. So we're gonna do just that. Let's find a good chip that has a good array of the salsa verde, some lettuce. Come on now, they're cracking on me. Might have to dip it. Okay, we got one. I'm gonna search, get a little bit of lettuce on there. Just like that, guys, go time. Okay, not too shabby. The Quest chips, if I'm being honest with you, they're not quite like as strong as a normal tortilla chip. So you could honestly do this in like a walking taco fashion where you put this in a bowl and maybe even like crumple up the chips a little bit and then just stir up everything together. And honestly, I might do that right when I'm done recording this clip because it might just be a little bit easier. But honestly, the flavor and the taste of this, pretty solid if you ask me. All right, so little update for you guys. We did end up going more so with the walking taco style where we threw it all in the bowl with all those ingredients. And yeah, way easier to eat it this way. What do you got there, dude? Is that your duck? What do you got here, dude? This duck is honestly crazy. Check this thing out. You can just see Scout's eyes just light right up. You guys, you gotta check out this thing. Guys, it is the final meal of the day. So what we got here, since it's a Saturday and we're going to be doing a little bit of Netflix and chill, we are going to be having some Netflix and chill style food. So what we have going on here for the protein is we have some chicken tenders by Really Good, and Really Good is the brand name. And honestly, the macros and the taste of the Really Good chicken tenders is really good. Straight up, I would definitely check those out. You can get those at Meijer or Walmart. And then next to that too, I like to have some tomato. It just adds like a nice flavor. And then again, it's a little bit more volume for you to just help fill you up a little bit more. And with that chicken, I also dunk it in this sriracha style sauce that I make too. That is so good. What it's made up of is we got 10 grams of light mayo, and then we got 100 grams of plain non-fat Greek yogurt in there. And then we got a serving of sriracha. Then we got some minced garlic in there also, some pepper, some cayenne pepper, and then a little bit of salt cracked in there also. Mix that up. We're gonna be dunking that in with the chicken tenders, and it tastes absolutely amazing. And then you guys know that we also, when you're kicking back and relaxing, you gotta polish off the night and celebrate it right with some popcorn too. And on this popcorn, I also like to add some seasoning, spray with a little bit of Pam butter spray, and then add the seasoning on top. Tastes so good. Next to that, we got some Diet A&W. And also today, what I'm gonna be doing, I would definitely, not suggest you to do this unless you might need it, but I am going to take 10 milligrams of melatonin because I got a little bit off of my sleep schedule this morning, and I typically am not up this late, nor am I typically feeling this awake at this time of night either. So melatonin can be a useful tool for you. I definitely would suggest not using it consistently though, but melatonin could be a good tool for you if you are off your sleep schedule and super awake in the evening. Take like an hour or so before you want to go to bed. We're gonna be taking this right now before we put the smackdown on this food. And while we're kicking back and having that food, Scout and I, we are going to be watching Prison Break today. So I'm currently on season 2, episode 3 of Prison Break. I know it's a little bit of an older series, but I've never watched it before, and honestly, it is super good so far. So we're gonna kick back, relax for the rest of our Saturday evening. Any last words, Scout? It doesn't look like it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. And if you are new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button right over here. It really means a lot to me. And also, if you did miss out on the last video, then make sure you check that guy out right up here. You're not gonna wanna miss it. It's a banger. Check it out, and we'll see you in the next one.